Hey guys, it's Jaliqua Phelps. I'll be doing a review on the MTV Movie Awards. Well, a slight review on that because it was kind of boring to me. And I'll also be doing a review for the Teen Wolf season premiere. Um, the movie awards was pretty bland for me actually. I didn't really get into it at all. The only exciting part was kind of like the Wiz Khalifa video, the his little performance there. Um, Congratulations to the Hunger Games. There we go. I had to think a minute. To the Hunger Games for all of their winnings. I'd call them by their screen names. So, Peeta and Katniss. Congratulations to you guys for best male and female performances. Also, shout out to Twilight for keeping that tradition strong as long as you can for the best kiss. The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1. Also, Part 2, if you guys are Twilight fans, will be coming out this November on the 16th. And of course, if you can hear in the background, my cat was sneezing. Lord bless her. Hush, kitty. Um, but, going to the Teen Wolf thing. Alright, so you have this spookiness, and it shows the water first. Jackson comes out of the water, and he does, like, he's just coming out, and you see all of this all the bubbles and stuff, and you're like, what in the world who is this kid? And then it pops out as Jackson. He's stripped down to his little white tee, and it shows, like, his abs and stuff, and he has a bite on him, so he got bitten by the alpha. Ooh, he got bitten by one of them. And so it switches back to Scott, who's just running to Allison's house. He blocks traffic and all that stuff. And he comes into Allison's back window and is like, hey, how much time do I have? And it's like, you have an hour. And so they start undressing themselves and start kissing and hugging and whatnot, and they get on the bed, and y'all just have to see that part for yourself because I'm not going to go in detail. But Lydia is still in the hospital starting out in this season. She takes a shower, and she looks down, and there's all kinds of black stuff in the water, and she looks and she has a bite on her too. So I guess she's a werewolf now too. I don't know why they made all the kids werewolves and that one little girl just the werewolf hunter. That's kind of stupid. And then Lord Styles is just there. Just, Lord bless him. But anyway, so they're in the hospital, and she's looking down. She's freaking out. She grabs in the water because it's clogged, and she pulls out all kinds of hair, and that kind of freaked me out there because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why is all this hair? And then she's freaking out too. She's freaking out. She's like, oh my god, why is there hair? Like, she's like, ah, and all that stuff. So she reaches down for the last time, and then a hand grabs her. And she's like, ah! And then Styles is like, Lydia! Ah! And he runs into the room, and she's gone. She's gone out the window. So, and apparently the scream was so loud for werewolves of that pack, because Scott heard it. So he's wondering, like, what's going on? Huh? What's going on? Yeah. So, with all that going on, the police comes. They file a missing person report, and Scott's dad's the police officer, and not Scott, but Styles' dad is the police officer, and he tells Styles to go home. And so Styles and Scott, they're in a Jeep now, and Allison pops out of nowhere and is like, I want to come too. So they're all in the Jeep and they go out into the creepy woods to that creepy house that was burned down, the Derek's house. They go there and Styles finds some tripwire, and the wire snatches up Scott, and then they're sitting there giggling, and then Scott's like, run, run, and they're like, what? It's like, I hear someone, run, and so then they hide behind the tree, and Allison's dad comes, right? Allison's dad is the wolf hunter, the werewolf hunters. Like, all that family there is just the werewolf hunters. And so, after that, they're all like, so what are you doing out here? He's like, what are you doing out here, boy? And Scott's just like, hanging around. And I was like, of course you are, because, you know, you're kind of, yeah, you kind of really can't leave. But then they get down and the dad leaves, and Scott cuts himself down with his claws, and then I guess they go into the building. I don't really remember everything from that part. But later, flashing back to the next day, they're at school, and Jackson's little buddy is like, yo, bro, you got a nosebleed. And he looks down, he's like, what? And like blackness is coming down from his nose. And so he runs to the bathroom real quick, and he's trying to stop the nosebleed, but it's not stopping. And then somebody's knocking on the who's that peeping out the window. He's like knocking out on the door, and Jackson's like, hold on a minute, I'm okay, just leave. And then they keep knocking. It's like, I said hold on a minute. And then they keep knocking, and it's like, give me a freaking minute. And then finally Derek just pops out of nowhere and just grabs the door open and snatches him up out the bathroom, and it's like, look, you're with me now, and da-da-da-da-da. And they're sitting there talking, and then of course Jackson and his smart ass self is all like, I'm not with you, da-da-da-da-da, you don't tell me what to do, and all this stuff. But then Derek's just like, if you don't shut your little happy self up. I don't know what they're gonna do with Jackson. I really don't. He's a good, yeah, he's just him. He's him all by himself. But, so they're in there, and then they're talking, and Jackson's ears start bleeding too. So not only is his nose bleeding, but his ears are bleeding too. And Derek's like freaked out, and he makes Jackson look. It's like, what is that? And he's like, why is this happening? And then Derek just kind of looks at him like, stay away. Derek just kind of looks at him like that, like, I don't know. And he's kind of freaked out, so he just leaves. And then later on that day, the funeral for the girl that got killed last season, Allison's aunt, they have a funeral for her, and Allison's grandpa and all them come in, and Scott and Styles are behind this big old grave, and they're sneaking and stuff, and they have the paparazzi out there, and the grandpa gets mad and like takes this dude's camera and snaps the little SD card in it, and Scott's afraid now because they brought in reinforcements so they can find people. Then, of course, the cop, Styles' dad, is just out there, you know, just kind of there. So, sorry, I know I keep scratching my nose. It itches. I'm sorry, y'all. But, after that, it's late at night, and Scott's out, and he finds this other werewolf, and they're fighting. They show the fight scene of that. And then the werewolf runs away, and Derek pulls, oh no, the werewolf gets snatched up in another one of those traps, and what's his name? Derek. There we go. Derek pulls Scott aside and is like, yo, dude. They didn't really say this, but he was like, you need to just hush and all that stuff. He was like, be quiet, be quiet. And then Allison's dad and all them come together. Allison's grandpa is there too. And he's talking to him and all this stuff, and then they tase him with the taser and all that, and he's just like, this is for my daughter. No, he's like, oh, so you're a lone wolf, so you must be an Omega, because your pack probably kicked you out and stuff like that, because he knows all that stuff. But so he grabs this sword whenever he's about to kill him, and he slices his body in half. And Allison's dad is like mad at him, and he's like, we have a code. We have a code. And Allison's grandpa is like, the code doesn't matter anymore since they killed my daughter. Nothing matters. You kill them however you want to kill them. And then that's just the end of it. It stops with that. The grandpa rambles on and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. While all this was going on, the Heat and the Celtics played also. Celtics won. Shout out to all my Celtics fans. Good job, y'all. Shout out to Rajon Rondo. Go ahead on, boy. Even though he didn't really perform that good, he only got 15 points out of the game, but, I mean, hey. He scored the first, the second game, I watched that one, and he scored 44 points in that game, so I'm proud of him. He reached another goal for him. He made another, something like that, yeah. I can't think of the word right now, but, so thanks y'all for watching. If you guys have any other comments or anything, just go ahead, comment below. And also, hit that like button, the like button right here. Go ahead and hit that. And after you do that, look up top. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be here all the time, you know. Also, I'll do a question and answers video too, since I've wanted to do that. Shout out to Miss P TV 9090 for inspiring me to become a vlogist of myself. So if she happens to watch this video, hey, I'm one of your biggest fans. I watch just about every single one of your videos. In fact, I have an email announcement saying whenever you post them, which I know is kind of creepy, but oh well. So yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell all your other friends to do the same thing. Yeah, I think that's it. So y'all have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.